Hey guys, Tyler here. It's dark in here. I'm morning. I'm for breakfast. Let's for pizza for breakfast. This is odd maps. 15 odd maps. So I just started it. So yeah, I just paused it so we can do this, and I'm gonna do a reaction video on it right now. So here we go. So this is called reacting to 15 odd maps.
At Lab Square in the country. Listen, now if you know anything
Bars.
about American culture, you know there's a stereotype that people
Yeah.
in this part of the country drink a lot of booze. We're going to begin with a look at a map which shows if this is true or not. Check this out.
Yep.
This map shows where there's more bars or grocery stores.
Wisconsin, Illinois.
Depending on where you live. The red dots are areas where there's more bars than
Mhm.
grocery stores. The yellow dots show where there's more grocery stores than bars. Look at that. Wisconsin, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, and Illinois have more bars than grocery.
Huh. New piece of this map. According to this map, which I know is true, there's more bars in the peninsula state of Michigan than Lower Michigan. So the upper peninsula of Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, North Dakota, Montana have a lot of bars. So do parts of New York. Well, New York City, duh. But and it's like part of New York too. I mean, part of New York, part of Maine, but not that bad. And this came out. Okay. So this is a new video coming this year.
Stores. So does upstate New York. Look at the deep south. Hardly any bars.
Blue Law.
Grocery stores.
Not even Florida. Wow, a couple in Alaska, but wow, not even Florida.
Bars. Cool, huh? Let's look at another one, shall we? Meth labs per county. I'm from this county over.
What the fuck? What the fuck? No. Oh shit. Nope, that's my county. Oh shit. So my county and Kalamazoo County have the most meth labs in their state. Come on. Indiana would have more meth labs than I thought. But no. My county does. So does Kalamazoo. Okay. Someone's gonna be getting their ass kicked. I hope that's a lie, because if it is true, I'm fucked. What was that map made is the question. I don't care if this came out in late February, but still, this is wrong. Because if it's true, I'm moving. Wait a minute. There was a meth lab caught recently in Sturgis, Michigan, about 3 years ago. There was a few left labs caught in Sturgis, but I don't think. But part of the county. Wait, remember there's one caught in Minden, outside of Minden, like Parkville recently, and then there was. Wasn't this nice picture?
Like
Yeah.
the biggest meth lab square in the country. Look at all those meth labs. I'm so proud. There's a bunch on the West Coast. That makes sense. I think meth labs were invented in Oregon or California.
Oh, Alaska had one?
A lot of them
Wow.
are right there in the middle of the country, surrounding St. Louis. Why are they all right there? Well, in Missouri, there's a saying, minding one's own business often goes with the territory. There's a lot of poverty in Missouri, and some people make meth as a way to...
Right. I know it's that's gang. Never what. The thing is, if you're a personal person, I stay away from the meth and the meth and the right, the meth and the weed. Trevor's only meth and smoking. I mean, only it's the one thing only. And if GTA 5 was real, I don't think I'd be selling weed. If it was true, if GTA 5 could be real life, which part of it is real life, actually, that's actually a real take. If I could actually make money off of that one thing, I would be happy. But weed, no, weed, I would never grow. What can I make money? Sell. So I can make more. My uncle sells it, and he makes all right money. But so he sells like what? 14 kilos a week. What's okay? If I live in a town, like If it's Alaska, it'd be different. Okay, Alaska, they have laws saying you can grow it. Actually, there's a few places in Alaska that allow you to grow it. Like when we was making it, and the mayor said you can do what you want.
Something with their
Remember?
income or as a performance enhancer.
She doesn't care.
It's all very sad and very scary.
Mostly
If
like
you live in a meth lab county, comment. Let us know what's up. Look at this map. It shows where all the different races in America are. The green is Hispanic, and the orange is black folks. The light blue are Native Americans. The dark blue is where Asians are, like here in San Francisco. The white areas are where it's mostly white. And as you can see, it's a very divided country. A lot of us live in regions that are similar to us racially. New Mexico has the nation's height.
I'm gonna pause this quick. I'm gonna do this real quick here. "15 maps hilariously explained USA."
Maps. They're very good.
It looks like my county, St. Joseph County, Michigan, and Kalamazoo County, Michigan, are pretty high in the meth operation. Thank you for that surprising information. I did not know my county was a meth colony. A high one. If he replies back in like 5 seconds, I'll be surprised. Hey, you gotta think it out. Just subscribe to him. I'm going to subscribe to this guy. Oh, wait, it's Matthew, okay. Well, let's see here. That makes more sense in our state. It does? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't?
It's Hispanic population.
Three county, no, Detroit and
population. 48% of New Mexico is Hispanic. Alternatively, Mississippi is 37% African American, making it the state with the highest percentage of black residents. Up here in Vermont, it's 94% white. Interesting. Oh my God. Here's a map that shows who the highest paid public employee is in each state. Almost every single one's a football or basketball coach at some big college. That's just sad.
Wow, Michigan's basketball. Okay, this is pretty funny. Med school dean in the Dakotas, college president in Montana, and plastic surgeon in Nevada. Football coaches most of the map, and we're basketball. Law school, med school in New York and Maine. And some weird other maps. That's pretty neat though, but
in New Hampshire, it's a hockey coach. How much does a hockey coach make in New Hampshire, you might ask? At the time, it was a guy named Dick Umeli who got paid $242,000 a year in 2014.
wow.
The president of the school only made $385K, so Dick must have been a good coach. Going back to 1990, he never won the national title in 28 seasons. Damn, son. This map shows that more people search for lesbian porn in Arkansas than in any other state.
Huh.
Weird. Here's a map that shows the fattest countries in the whole world. Dark red is more obese. Look at us. There we go. 37% of Americans are overweight. We're the 12th fattest nation overall. Only a bunch of small South Pacific nations have a greater population of overweight citizens. Look at this. Going back to 1960, only 13% of U.S. adults were overweight. We need to diet, for sure, people. Vietnam's the skinniest nation overall. Only 2% are overweight there. But China has like 0 overweight people too.
So there's
Africa
Russia.
hardly has any, except the rich African countries. They're all fat.
I want to move to the country at the top.
To Greenland?
Yeah, no one's fat there. I fit right in.
Yeah, you go there, Karen. Go to Greenland, please. Hey, this is neat. Here's an interactive one that shows how fast Walmart grew beginning in 1962. It was all in Arkansas. There's more than 11,000 Walmarts now. Look at it. It's like a germ spreading all over the country.
Wow.
Run, it's Walmart. JK Walmart, don't see me. But how many Walmarts does one nation need anyways? My God.
Wow, there's a lot down. There's a lot on their side. There's a lot of what?
Okay, so we're the most overweight nation on Earth. We're also #1 in prisons per capita. It's not even really close.
That's
We have
good.
4% of the world's population, but we have 22% of the world's prisoners. At least we did. Seems like we're letting everybody out now. One day it's going to look like this, and we're all going to die. Russia lost a lot of people up too. North Korea doesn't have a lot of people locked up. I guess they just probably don't mess around there. This country down here is Thailand, where they apparently don't mess around either. Don't go to Thailand and cause any mischief. I guess they have some really strict drug laws. So you can go
Try
to
Cuba.
prison for a long time just for having a joint on you. They even have the death penalty for drugs in Thailand.
Wow.
What the? That's not COVID spreading. The orange color is where half the country's wealth is, and the blue is the other half. Half the country's wealth is in these few little orange areas. Like this one's Minneapolis.
Michigan.
I'm guessing that one is St. Louis. That's Charlotte. And that looks like Pittsburgh.
Chicago's on there.
There's a big gap between the rich and poor in this country, and that gap is widening. The middle class is shrinking at an alarming rate. In 1970, the middle class had almost 2/3 of the total U.S. income. Now the upper class has more money, and the poor are even poorer. Here's a visual representation of how the rich keep getting richer in America, people. Ooh, this map shows how big Alaska really is. If you added all of Alaska up, it would take up all these pink states. So if you're in Maine, or you're in Florida, or in Tennessee, you'd still be in Alaska. Just wow. So impressive, Alaska. So impressive.
We're in
Guess
Texas.
which country gives new moms no paid leave? We don't. And so do a handful of other countries, some of which you may not have even heard of before. Why don't we have a paid leave system for new moms here in the USA?
We do.
I mean, 82%
Companies
of people
do.
here say they want it, and it's pretty clear in a lot of the hoods I drive through. These kids need their parents around as much as they can get. Biden said he wanted to spend more than $200 billion to give people 12 weeks of paid maternity or paternity leave. It hasn't happened yet. Apparently, after World War II, Europe started the whole paid maternity leave thing because they needed parents to have lots of kids because their country got demolished in the war. And here, we didn't have to worry about that. Plus, we couldn't be a communist nation back then, so we just never got around to paying moms to stay home with their newborns. Plus, get this. This is messed up. Back in the 50s and 60s, there was an idea that if you had paid leave, it would encourage the wrong people to reproduce, meaning blacks.
No.
Seriously, it says it right here in this BBC article.
I wish my mom had paid leave.
Juan, I've seen your family. We'd be broke.
I call it the wheel.
This is fun. This map shows how Americans address a group of people. It's y'all in the South. For most of us, it's you guys. Why isn't there a use for Pennsylvania? Isn't that a thing? Here's a U.S. map that shows where no one lives. The green is where nobody lives. A lot of the West is still wild, mister. In Alaska, there's hardly anybody. I'm sure a lot of people are looking at this map going, I'm heading for green. Is there a house in there for me? Green sounds good right about now, doesn't it? Peaceful, quiet, cheap, no BS. I hear you, peeps. I hear you. Here's a look at the happiest states in the country, or at least people who say they're happy. A lot of the Mountain West and Upper Midwest says they're happy. This whole area down here says they are not happy.
We're number. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, it's not totally bad. we're neutral. We're in the middle. Like, yeah. I gotta go to the store in a little bit.
Those also happen to be most of the poorest states too, except for New Mexico. I guess that shows in America, if you don't have a lot of money, you aren't happy. And
I'm
that's
happy.
just sad. Why is Texas so happy? Okay, so here's where all the McDonald's are in the U.S. No wonder we're all so fat. There's 14,000 McDonald's here. It said that every American is no further than 115 miles from a McDonald's. Where's that other map we saw earlier? Yep, there we are. But it's okay. We're happy, right? You know what gerrymandering is, don't you? Where lawmakers redraw voting maps to favor one party. Check
No.
out the 4th district in Chicago. This weird-shaped pink district is all Latinos. That weirdly drawn map will have one representative in Congress who will likely be Latino. If that doesn't drive home how corrupt and stacked the political system is in America, then I don't know how to better show it. This one's very insightful. Someone did some Google mining to see what odd search terms appeared from different states. This is basically a look at what each state's interested in by looking at.
So, since I live in this. Okay. Oh. Michigan. Making butter. How to become a YouTuber. Okay, it's interesting. How to make your own hair dye in Ohio. Okay. Okay, I can kind of see that happening. I mean, we make that in Michigan all the time. That's funny, but it makes sense. Probably it makes sense for this area. Now I need to look up something real quick.